let's start with something basic. What is D&I, and what have you seen from a big picture that smaller firms or institutions outside of big law firms, including in-house teams, implemented advanced diversity initiatives?
Well, I can give you the definition if we want to start there. My definition of diversity is truly the bringing together of different people for some common purpose. And so you can double click on whether it's the common purpose or the different people, and that could be expanded into so many different dimensions of diversity. And oftentimes we've seen that, diversity wheel, and you can talk about some of those kind of internal dimensions of diversity and then things around, like your race and your sexual orientation, et cetera. And you can get into some of the socioeconomic things around, your position, your zip code, your educational background, et cetera. But it's bringing together all those different people and not wanting to forget intersectionality, right? And not representing just one piece of that diversity wheel at one time, but bringing together those different people. And oftentimes it's for a common purpose or goal. And I say that because depending upon what your setting is, there's a reason why you're putting these people together, right? And so if it is in order for you to create a more diverse classroom setting, I mean, the goal is for you to educate, these future scholars. And if it's in the workplace, it's for you to be in service of your clients. You oftentimes will have some common goal bringing these folks together, but people do carry with them different identities, and that is instinctively, their diversity. Inclusion, on the other hand, is more of a feeling. So whereas, there's a way for you to kind of quantify, your diversity. You can have numbers of, how many women you have who are there for that particular common purpose, or how many people of color, or you can, break that down into, South Asian versus Black, et cetera, et cetera. It's more qualitative when you talk about the inclusion side, and it's how you make people feel. Do they have this feeling of belonging? Sometimes people kind of parse out belonging and make it its own category, but for me, I've really folded it into in the inclusion umbrella. But do people feel valued? Do they feel as if they have representation? Do they feel as if they have a voice, a real voice? Do they have access? Do they have opportunities? And is there a real way in which they can be successful and to move up within the organization? That for me is kind of the way in which you can distinguish diversity from inclusion.